Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It's time for your elemental reading. And today I'm going to be doing the water rabbit. Okay, so this is, if you were born in 1963, then the water rabbit is your Chinese New Year. That's your year. And the thing about this year is it's going to be fast. Fire usually spreads fast. So the thing about this particular year is, your element is water, and we're moving into a year where the element is fire. And fire and water produce kind of like pressure, steam and pressure, emotional spikes. It might test your calm this year, okay? The thing about it is the good thing for you is, what you need to do this year is just let other people rush ahead of you, okay? Because that's how you win. Let everybody else rush ahead of you. Yeah. You win by choosing when to move. That's going to be kind of like the whole issue of this year. If somebody, if something is pressuring you to do it now. That's a red flag. Yeah, that's a red flag. Don't agree to something like that. Especially when it comes to your career. This year is also going to be talking about, timing and boundaries and behind the scenes strategy. So, planning your strategy out, kind of like what you're doing right now in this month, in January. Yeah. You don't want to, do anything impulsive or, something really risky this year at all. Yeah. The best gains are going to come to you from contracts, consulting, creative or adversary roles, or investments that mature slowly. And if you're patient, somebody else's chaos will become your opportunity. So I kind of like that. That's going back to saying, let others rush, and you just, you choose when to move. They're just rushing. Yeah. And like I said, Pisces, any a red flag is like somebody says, you got to decide now. Yeah, no. That's the green flag is when, you can negotiate things. Okay, so yeah. Now, as far as relationships go, emotions could be running hot around you, even if you're calm. And you may feel misunderstood or pushed to react. This year is a year to speak clearly and refuse emotional manipulation. Step away from drama without explaining yourself. I'm great at that. Yeah. If they don't get the hint, then I guess it's just too bad. And if you're in a relationship right now, you guys, and if you make it through the year and you're still in this relationship, it's going to last for a very long time. It's a very, very solid relationship. The main thing about this year is overstimulation. You don't want to, you want to make sure that you're getting your rest. It's going to be very, very, very important, Protect your rest and your routines, and have your quiet time. Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. Have your quiet time. That's going to be really important. Now, water rabbits are very intuitive, and also, Pisces, we're very intuitive as well. So, and this year, it's going to sharpen, your intuition is going to sharpen. All you got to do is just make sure and listen to it. So, as far as like power dynamics and things like that, the fire horse expose egos, reckless leaders, and people who act first and think later. And water rabbits will see right through this. And you don't fight it, you just outlast it. You just outlast it, yeah. And this is how you thrive this year. You thrive by choosing one or two goals and not to focus on a bunch of them, because that'll just get you too scattered. And let others rush as you refine. Let them rush. You refine yourself. Say less, observe more, and build alliances quietly. And you really want to avoid any emotional reacting or trying to prove yourself. You definitely don't need to prove yourself to anybody, and don't take any risks in gambling or anything like that, for sure. So let's break this down month by month. Now, here in January, it's not actually, it's not really the fire horse year yet. It starts in January, in February. But here in January, the theme is foundations. Yeah. Just making sure that your foundations are getting solid. Maybe things like investments, things that are going to pay off later, things like that. Yeah. Now, when we get into the actual year of the tiger, or the fire horse, we're in February. And this is going to kind of be one of your roughest months, really, because it's going to have a lot of pressure on you. It's going to give you a lot of pressure to move before you're ready. And people are going to kind of push. Deadlines appear. Urgency, feels really, artificial. Yeah. Don't commit yet. Just gather information, okay? So the best move in February is planning, watching, and motives. Yeah. Avoid any impulsive yeses. Avoid those, for sure. Now in March, it's regaining balance, so it's getting a little better, and you feel more like yourself. It's an excellent month for personal decisions. The best move is self-advocacy. Yeah, and clarifying goals. Money will start to come in small amounts, but it's still positive progress, and I like that. When you get in here into April, the theme of this month is going to be power games. Egos flare up around you, and someone might test your boundaries. So just be aware of that. Say less, observe more, and walk away without having to explain yourself. You don't need to, for sure. Now, when we get into May, the insight is going to be. This is going to be one of your best months. Actually, your intuition is going to be very, very strong. So you're going to be able to strategize things. Strategize things. It's going to be one of your sharpest months, for sure. So, I see, negotiations, contracts, creative work, and love too, even, quiet but meaningful connections. Ooh. Okay, then we get into June, okay? So now, June is kind of like chaos around you again. It's kind of like one of those chaotic months, okay? Fast changes, emotional people, noise, and you're going to feel drained. It's going to be a draining month. But the best move is to protect your energy and delay big moves, okay? Just delay big moves. Yeah. Now, when we get into August, it's agility, mental agility, conversations, ideas, and offers increase. Some opportunities look better than they are. So analyze the details and make sure that you read the fine print. Yeah, especially if you're going to be signing any kind of contract or something, make sure that you read the fine print. And I'd read it twice just so you really understand it. When we get into September, we're talking about truth and clarity. Hidden matters come into the open. You gain leverage through facts. So, yeah. Presentations, legal matters, and decisions. So that could be going on, here in September, and yeah. That's awesome. It says the outcome you're taken seriously. So at the end of this, you're going to be taken seriously. Wow, I like that. That's not bad. Okay, so we get into October. It's talking about loyalty test. Who's real becomes obvious. Emotional. Let's see. We have honesty and matters. Commitment only where trust is proven. So yeah. This is a defining moment. So this could be like, trust and commitment. This could have to do with a relationship. When we get into November, it's finally, relief and reward. Flow returns. And this is going to be one of your very best months, Pisces. It's going to be the luckiest month. Financial gains, celebrations, visibility, and money is really favorable. So that's a good month. In December, it's time to reset, strategy. Just basically what you're doing right now. It's a good month for planning and long-term money moves. So research and do some investments, and just quiet preparations for the next year, 2027. All right, you guys. Now, the best month for you guys is November and May. Okay, so you're gonna have two really good months there. And then the most challenging months are going to be February and June. All right, and that's not really too bad. It's just mainly what that is pressure from, the fire horse. It's going to be people are chaotic and pressure. You know what I mean? But we'll get through it. I know you'll get through it. At the end of the year, I think you're going to be a little bit more financially secure. What's going on with Pisces, the water rabbit for 2026? Arcana, wow, a new beginning. Arcana talks about a new beginning. Definitely. Hadulaz. See, there's the heat, there's the craziness, there's the chaos. It's going to be a fast, chaotic, year. And the thing about Hadulaz is, when these other runes come out, like Hadulaz, and the advice of Hadulaz is you cannot control what other people do, but you can control yourself. So, like I said, observe more, say less, let other people rush, and you move when you feel it's right. And the sun, and there it is, there's the sun. The sun is, it's very, very warm, and it's good. It definitely is. So I see a fairly good year for you guys. I don't see the most fantastic year of the century or anything like that, but this is a year that is going to definitely bring more clarity to you. See, with the sun, And, you know, yeah, and you're going to have a new beginning in something. So I really like it, you guys. Well, there you have it, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to leave a little link in the description for the full video, for the video of the day, because I do Pisces readings every day. Well, there you have it, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces, bye for now.